Thought I'd record some thoughts on Agora Social, that app. Pam asked me to share some thoughts on it. I haven't looked at it in a long time, so let me just see what's up. Welcome! Follow your favorite topics across Nostr, Blue Sky, Mastodon, and Twitter. Here are some topics. So it looks like it's doing hashtags. Cool. What happens when I click on this? Gaming. Video games, gaming news. So yeah, it's like following hashtags. Okay. There's some apps that do this already. I think Primal also has hashtag following in onboarding. Just seeing if all the hashtags are relevant here. How about nature? Let's try nature. Somewhat. It seems relevant here. Yeah, nature sure is. So the issue I've noticed this, you can see it kind of here, is like many hashtags, and this is okay. This is not too spammy, but here you have, I don't know why you have infant here, because they're baby monkey or what. Like this is okay, but I've seen clients where they use hashtags for um, as topics, and people just spam them. They just put all kinds of irrelevant stuff in there. And I think that's the problem with hashtags. It doesn't matter like you have to either manually curate it, which is not what you want to do, right? If you want to keep kind of uh, distributed, decentralized, without anybody kind of making the decisions. So basically, what it comes down to is you have to create topics, and topics are beyond hashtags. Topics are not just keywords. They kind of, the way that I envision modern topics is something that looks at hashtags, looks at the content itself, and the context of that content, and tries to understand what this post is about. I think some people have proposed like a data vending machine for this, but I don't know. I think it needs to be like a backend thing that perhaps uses some tools, maybe like some kind of open source AI tools that looks at the posts in real time and classifies them into topics. Um, and I think once you get that working, if you did that, it's in a way centralizing as well, right? Because somebody has to decide, AI in this case, what's the appropriate topic for a note. But I think it's the less harmful way of doing things. Like you don't have a person in charge; you just have basically an algorithm that looks at this. Um, but then you get relevant topics that are not, you can't spam. Like you could if you just write a novel of a bunch of stuff in there, right? And you could train the model to say like if there's a bunch of nonsense ideas altogether, and maybe if there's a bunch of hashtags, just assume that they are not relevant or something, right? Um, but yeah, I think we need topics working and in a way that's not spammy, because here I'm not sure how he's doing it. Here it's actually relevant, but I've seen on other clients where you search a hashtag, maybe on Damos, and it's totally irrelevant. Like it has nothing to do with that topic. It's just spam. People spamming hashtags. Um, and I think that's probably why Twitter didn't do it that way as well. Maybe initially that's how they did things. They searched by hashtags, and they introduced topics later. And I'm guessing that's exactly why, because people would just abuse hashtags. They would just put whatever in there, right, just to get some views on it. But topics are a little bit more clever. They look at the context of the note, analyze it, and then put it in the right category.